never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from out quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Foles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Not today, you are. Not today. Be good, be good, be good.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Grant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's got 4. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A.J. Boye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get trapped, get trapped. Motion, 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 motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go, here we go. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Side, this is Cole. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Check, check, check 41. QB's trash. Let's go. 41 to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 78 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Good. We ready? I'm coming.
Fournette, a first down carry. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On 2nd and 7, Foles letting one go deep. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood, motion, blood. 25, check 25, check 25. Chance. Alert flare.
Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Fournette. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Foles. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Miller dances by him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got him.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action for Miller. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. The 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
One. Check four.
On second and a couple. Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. Twisting away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Charkandrick West, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hey. 50.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it appears the offense is going to try this again.
6 man.
They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Watson.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a micro. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles, and that'll be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Take 24.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Bo's the Mike. Mike's Bo. Stay with your man. Look, 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, 31. Hey. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Come on. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Texans' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Strip that ball.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Bravo. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On the run, it's Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Fournette down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Catch is made here. It's the rookie from San Diego State, Kahale Waring. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Calais Campbell getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw is Watson. Defensively, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambo on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 52, Texans 16. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Watson going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Mike Popo. Crunch time, defense. Check 26, check 26.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.